What is up, you guys? It's your boy Azim2K10, and I have received an email by PlayStation. I'm sure most of you have as well about this news. I'm actually very disappointed. So PlayStation Store on the PlayStation 3, PSP and PS Vita, however you want to pronounce it, they will no longer be supporting the PlayStation Network. So you will no longer be able to go online to purchase games or applications or even play online, which is a huge disappointment to many, as myself and many of you. So they're stating from the 2nd of July of this year, the PlayStation 3 and the PSP will no longer support PlayStation Support PSN Network. And from the 27th of August, they are stopping services for the PlayStation Network for the PS Vita, however I pronounce it, as I said, Vita I'm just gonna say. So this is a huge disappointment. I myself still own a PlayStation 3. Many people I saw online, they still play on their PlayStation 3, they still play online. As you can see, some people upload on YouTube some videos playing the PlayStation 3 in 2021. And they see a bunch of people still playing online, either due to, they can't afford to get a PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 5, or they are fine with the PlayStation 3. Some people, they just want to keep their kids to just have a PS3, they're fine with that. They can no longer now go online to play with their friends or buy any product from the PlayStation Store, which is a huge down thing. There are many games that are available on the PlayStation 3 that are not being remastered for the PS4 or the PS Vita, such as one of my favorite games, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, and so on. There are many other games that people would want to play and purchase still on the PS Vita. I know I sold the PS Vita myself. Many people were disappointed with PS Vita, but once now the prices have gone down, I am sure many people still want to be able to buy a PS Vita, including myself. Once the prices are going more down, I would have bought a PS Vita again, buy more stuff online from the PlayStation Network, like some of those Uncharted games that's only available on the Vita. Now we cannot do that unless you buy physical copies. Now about physical copies, which is a huge disappointment as well, now resellers and people are gonna spike the prices up. So people who like collecting retro things, get ready now. The PlayStation 3, PSP and PS Vita prices of physical games are most probably gonna go up, as now anything you want to buy retro, they keep spiking up the prices. So say you want to get the rare PSP games, like one of my favorite, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max, or Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, or the Prince of Persia HD collection on the PS3 or the PS3 or PSP, etc. You know what I'm saying. These games now are gonna most probably spike up the prices for collectors, which is a huge disappointment. I do not know why PlayStation now wants to do this. I understand they are focusing now on the PS5, and I was gonna say they're focusing on the PS4 and PS5, but check it out. The PS4, the consoles such as the PlayStation 4 Pro, they are no longer available in sales, in stores. Let's say such as in the UK, you got your Argos or you got your game stores. They no longer are selling the PlayStation 4 systems. You may find like a few PlayStation Slims that are still available bundled with FIFA 21, etc. But they are stopping selling the PS4. They're already trying off to kill the PlayStation 4, even though due to scalpers, etc. and limited stock, the PlayStation 5s are very hard for some people to get. For me, I got very lucky to get a PlayStation 5. I stayed up all night when I heard they were dropping, and every second they were getting sold out everywhere. I had to end up traveling, quickly clicking somewhere, buying where I found, traveling almost 3 hours just to get my PlayStation 5 system, and that's when I got lucky. But many of you out there, I know you're trying to get a PlayStation 5 system and you cannot. As I'm saying this, there are many people who did not go to the PS4, they're still with the PS3, wanted to probably skip straight to the PlayStation 5. Now they can't get a PS5 and they are discontinuing the PlayStation Network on the PS3 system. God knows how long they will actually keep the PlayStation Network system on the PS4. Are they going to suddenly say they're going to stop doing the PSN network on PS4 soon as well? I think it's a very terrible thing to do. Even if they're no longer supporting the PS3, PSP or PS Vita, why not just keep the PlayStation Store available? It was fine until now, so what is the point of removing it now? So people who do not, who own PlayStation 3s, PSP and PS Vita no longer can play with their friends. It's a huge disappointment. I know a lot of people still play those previous old Call of Duty games, etc. on the PS3 still. So yeah, this is my quick rant. The best option now that I got my PS3 and my PSP I still own, I'm most probably going to do that. What you all should do as well, if you want to keep this system, is use custom firmware on them. It's their fault. PlayStation is your fault if you're watching this. The only best way to get games now is custom firmware, as physical games will become most probably sold out, as people are going to keep buying them, as they still want to keep the retro consoles, and the prices are probably going to spike up. So best options now is through custom firmware. That's what I believe. For me, I used to enjoy playing custom firmware on my PS3, but the games I really love and I enjoy, I still bought the games. But now it looks like these options are very less likely. And yeah, rest in peace. It seems as though now finally the PlayStation 3 is dead, including the PSP and PS Vita, however you want to say it. But the PS Vita, I can't believe how fast that died. The major downfall I think of the PS Vita was the memory card that was very expensive. They had their very own unique memory card. There was no other memory cards you could use on the PS Vita, and they charged so much for it. That's one of the huge downfalls of the PS Vita, I believe. Okay, so that's my route done. Now, for people who still want to buy PS Vita and do want to use custom firmware, you could play so much retros, emulators on them, such as on the PS3 and PSP as well. For those who wants to get a PS Vita for cheap, and the memory card is too expensive, check out online. There are actually some converters that convert the micro SD card to the Vita. Some people have now made this and released this. I just found that out myself recently, so it's making me feel like buying a PS Vita again, maybe, who knows. But the games I have purchased in the past via PSN, it's a shame I could no longer, be able to buy more PSN games. So here is the email I'm going to read out. So, hi, my PlayStation Network name, I'm not going to read it out obviously. So we're saying, we are closing PlayStation Store on PlayStation 3 on 2nd July 2021 and on PlayStation Vita devices on 27th August 2021. Additionally, the remaining purchase functionality for PSP PlayStation Portable will also retire on 2nd July 2021. After thoughtful consideration, we decided to make these changes in an effort to focus on resources for PlayStation Store on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, which will enable us to enhance the customer experience even further. We thank you for your support on these platforms throughout the years. There was no need for you to discontinue. If you're okay with doing it now, PlayStation, why are you closing it? Okay, let's continue, read further on. What does this mean for you? You will no longer be able to purchase PS3, PS Vita and PSP digital content, including games and video content. What a stupid shame. Say you want to watch your videos on a PS Vita or PSP in handheld mode, you can no longer, buy movies through the store. Let's continue. You will also no longer be able to make in-game purchases through games on PS3, PS Vita and PSP. While the PSP storefront was previously closed in 2016, the remaining PSP purchases functionality, example in-game purchases, will now be fully retired. What a shame. So you want to buy some DLC for your past PSP or PS3 games, you can no longer do that unless you do custom firmware, as I mentioned. So say you want to get DLC, you know, there could have been DLCs cheap for the games you have that there's no on-disc DLC, only available on the store. You're no longer able to get any DLC at all unless you know, get the DLC through custom firmware. Let's already continue reading. So what about content you already own? You will still be able to download your own PS3, PS Vita and PSP content, including games and video content. So that's a good thing. Say you already purchased stuff like I have myself, like Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max through the PSN store, etc. I'm still able to, you know, we are still able to re-download what we have purchased. But for how long? Who knows? Because they're completely closing the store down. So you can download your own content onto your PS3, PS Vita or PSP by accessing the download list on the respective device. So you can only go to the download list. You can't go to the PSN store. So it's probably a feature they're adding, that only like a download list section, that stuff you already purchased. So the PSN store is completely closed. Okay, continue reading. If you have purchased a PS3, PS Vita cross-buy bundle and have only downloaded either the PS3 or PS Vita version, you will need to download the other version prior to the closure of PlayStation Store in the relevant device. So that's a shame. So if you have a cross version of it, so you could only get one version of it or something. I don't know, you guys will understand this more. Let's go ahead and continue. Video content that you own can be streamed on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 through My Videos app. Okay, so videos, you know, obviously they'll continue on. It's a shame PlayStation does not do, you know, what's that word? Backup compatibility. At least Xbox allows us to play our 360 games and Xbox games. I don't understand why Sony hugely refuses to let us play our past PS3 or previous gen games on the newer systems. It's just a huge disappointment. At least they're allowing PS4 games to work on the PS5. If they didn't, that would have been one of the huge stupidest things to do ever. Anyway, let me go ahead and continue. Video content that you own. Oh yeah, I already read that, but you will still be able to re-download and play games titles you have claimed through PlayStation Plus as long as you remain a member of the service. So you could still play the PlayStation Plus games that were available in the past for PS3, PSP and PS Vita. You could only just, you know, play them. You can't download any new ones. Anyways, they're not going to continue onwards anyway. So what about vouchers, wallet funds and cross-buy content? You'll still be able to redeem game and PlayStation Plus vouchers on PS3, PS Vita and PSP devices once PlayStation Store and purchase functionality for these devices close. Okay, so maybe you have a redeem code, you're still able to use them, looks like it. You will no longer be able to redeem PSN wallet fund vouchers, example gift cards, on PS3, PS Vita and PSP devices once PlayStation Store and purchase functionality for these devices close. So isn't that the same as vouchers? They're saying you'll no longer be able to. So wallet top-ups, you cannot add any wallet top-ups anymore to the PS3, PSP and PS Vita. What a shame. You know, as I said, a lot of people still own and love the PS3 and PSPs and PS Vitas. Your PSN wallet funds will remain in your PSN account, but you will only be able to use your wallet funds to purchase PS4 and PS5 products on PlayStation Store, on the web, PlayStation app or the PS4 and PS5 consoles. You will still be able to purchase cross-buy content through PlayStation Store on the web and PlayStation app or PS4 and PS5 consoles and access both of the PS4 and versions and the PS3, PS Vita and PSP versions. Okay, so you know the only options you're the only option you have able to do is, you know, re-download the games you have already purchased, or if you have any redeem codes of the games you already have. So we can no longer be able to buy any games, you know, through the PS3. As I mentioned, we are no longer able to play online, I believe. They did not state about online playing, but it seems I believe they're gonna stop, every PlayStation online, activity. You know what, PlayStation, just bring back PlayStation Home. I loved PlayStation Home. That was one of my favorite things. We used to play on the PS3. I used to meet up with my friends. I met a lot of new friends as well. We used to play, you could, meet up random people. You could play bowling. You could actually change your region on the PlayStation, meet people throughout the world through PlayStation Home. I don't know why they're discontinuing it, saying not many people enjoyed it. Me, myself, and my friends really loved PlayStation Home. I actually purchased a lot of stuff on the PlayStation Home, so many outfits and accessories, and PlayStation never ever, gave us a refund or anything. They said, you bought it for this thing, your loss, we're closing it down. Now they're closing the PlayStation Network on the PS3, PSP, and PS Vita. How many times I want to repeat the PS3, PSP, PS Vita, PS3, PSP, PSP? Goodbye, you'll be missed. What are you guys gonna do? Let me know in the comments below. Do you still own a PS3, PSP, and PS Vita? Are you going to keep them, or are you gonna resell them? And for collectors, are you gonna rebuy the PlayStation 3, PSP, or PS Vita? Let me know in the comments below. This was my quick rant. Thanks for watching, listening. I love you all. Stay safe out there. Peace. If you enjoyed my content, feel free to subscribe and press that bell notification button for future uploads. And you know exactly when I'll upload next. I'll go live online. Thanks for watching. Azim2K10 out. I love you all.